Hello everyone, welcome to ixamBee. Embrace the ixamBee learning experience for 50% faster job preparation. The SEBI Grade A notification is already out. The application window is open and students have a lot of queries in regard to confusion about how they should prepare if they are from an engineering background, a non-finance background, a finance background, and all. We have been discussing about these in our separate videos. In today's video, we will focus on what are the two subjects that every candidate can ace irrespective of their background. So even if you are an engineer, if you are a finance student, if you are a commerce student, if you are a certified professional degree holder like a CA, cost accountant, company secretary, or if you have any other eligibility like a law degree, which are two subjects that you can ace and maximize your marks in. Right, so let's move ahead. As I stated, the application window is currently open and it is open till the 28th of November. In case you have any queries related to your filling of your application, what is the requirements of the documents and all, you can watch this video where step-by-step guidance we have given on every page of your application, what all information you need to fill out. Let's move ahead. In general, we know there are 56 vacancies and the eligibility consists of any master's degree or a postgraduate diploma. So if you have any postgraduate diploma, PGDEM, which is not specifically saying MBA, but it is saying a post-graduation diploma, it is eligible provided it is of full 2 years duration. And this master's or post-graduation diploma can be in any discipline. Apart from that, you could have a bachelor's degree in law or a bachelor's degree in any of the subjects of engineering, or if you are have professional degrees like chartered accountancy, chartered financial analyst, company secretary, or a cost accountant. Right, so then you will be eligible. There is no minimum marks criteria, there is no experience requirement. Right, so irrespective of what discipline you are coming from, there are two subjects of your paper 2 which everybody can ace. So if we look at the syllabus of paper 2, which is common in both of your phases, it consists of 6 subjects: commerce and accountancy, management, finance, costing, companies act, and economics. Right, detailed syllabus is there. We have discussed the detailed syllabus also previously. Today we will talk about those two important subjects. Right, so we will understand it from this table. If you can see, this is the summary of the last 3 recruitment cycles of SEBI and how these 6 subjects have been asked in both phase 1 and phase 2. So as per the syllabus and as per paper 2 requirement, a total of 50 questions come in phase 1 and 100 questions in phase 2. So 2024 introduced 100 questions in phase 2, right? But the subjects remain the same, the syllabus remains the same. So if we see a trend, there is a combination of 2 subjects each out of these 6 subjects that you can make. The first combination that you can make is your commerce and accountancy and costing. These 2 subjects require very good conceptual understanding, plus this also has numerical type of question. Numerical can come from finance and economics also, but majority of the numericals will come from these 2 topics, right? So we club accounts and costing. Then another combination that you make is for finance and economics. Now finance and economics are the subjects that require also certain dynamic understanding, that is understanding of what is going around in the economy and the financial world. Of course, conceptual knowledge is checked, but in addition to that, you also have to be aware. And the last combination is your Companies Act and management. Now these are the subjects where both your understanding and more than understanding, how much you can remember and be accurate with the factual information is being tested. So this is the subjects which everybody can ace in. And if you will see broadly, the combination of these two subjects each will have 1/3 contribution in your overall exam when combined together. Specifically, if I talk about Companies Act has had a very important role in all of the recruitment cycles in the past. Management has also had a consistent role in the exams, and these two are the subjects that every candidate can prepare very easily with focus study. And the syllabus is such that the syllabus can be completed in a matter of 30 to 40 hours, right? So the syllabus completion is not the difficult point for these two subjects. The critical and the most important point for these two subjects is revision and as much varied practice as much you can do, right? So this is the only key to these two subjects, and therefore having an edge in these subjects is not something that comes from your background. So doing these two subjects can actually ascertain with relatively less effort in terms of coverage of the syllabus, you can actually ensure 1/3 of your marks from in the exam, right? So this is the subject that you should definitely focus on. Now exactly what you should study in this, that is also important, and I am going to talk about this. Before I move on, let me tell you that ixamBee is very happy to be a part of journey of more than 270 students over the last 4 recruitment cycles since 2018 at the SEBI Grade A level. Many rank holders including AIR 1, 2 and 3 have also been associated with ixamBee over the various years. If you have more queries related to your strategy, to your preparation, to your eligibility, to your overall cracking of the exam, we are holding a workshop tomorrow. This is a free workshop at 12 p.m. tomorrow, Saturday. You can register for this through the link in the description box. So let's move ahead about these two subjects of Management and Companies Act, how you should prepare them. In management, as you can see, there are 6 subtopics: management and its functions, the role of a manager, leader and its leadership styles and its theories, human resource development, motivation and its related theories, and communication. The most important aspects, while as such the syllabus is not vast, while it looks very vast, once you start studying, as I told you, in a matter of 30 to 40 hours, everything can be studied. The key here is not covering the syllabus. The key here is how much you can remember, how much you can relate, and how many questions can you actually attempt. And that comes from revision and practice. In ixamBee, we provide MCQ booklets and section tests which cover more than 500 questions for you to overall practice for management alone, right? So now what are the subtopics that you should focus on? The most important point is the first, that is the A topic, where the functions of management and the roles of the manager is a very important aspect that you should not miss out on. The second most important is your leadership styles, more than the theories. While you should be aware about the theories, but more than the theories is the leadership styles. And last is your motivation. How does motivation work? How the motivation theories work? How is it different from morale? Those are again recurring topics. And within motivation also, the previous or the initial theories have the most importance. Let's have a look of the questions that have been asked. So this we have prepared over the last recruitment cycles in SEBI and similar exams. How have the questions moved in management? So from topic A, we can see the maximum number of questions being asked, which is 13. And together, if I include, because these two subjects are always studied together, then together they account for 20 questions out of 58. The next important topic is C, which is leadership and motivation, as I stated. So these are very important questions, while a good number of questions have also come from the communication topics. But yes, your A and B together, your C and your E becomes the most important topics. Moving on to Companies Act, there are 7 chapters that have been mentioned that you have to study. These seven chapters focus on. Chapter 3 relates to prospectus and allotment of securities. That means about raising of capital. Chapter 4 talks about share capital and debentures, which are the instruments through which the capital can be raised. Chapter 8 is on the declaration and payment of dividends. Chapter 10, 11 and 12 together ensure corporate governance, good corporate governance in any company, and they relate to audit appointment and qualification of directors, and meetings and boards of his board. And last is your 27th chapter, which relates to the legal framework for the companies as covered by the NCLT and the NCLAT, that is the tribunal and the appellate tribunal. So these are the chapters that you have to focus on in Companies Act, not the entire Companies Act. If we have a look at the type of questions or the topics or the frequency of questions being asked from these 7 topics, we will see the highest asked topics include your chapter 11, which is related to your directors. Okay, chapter 4 and chapter 8, which are your shares and share capital and debentures and your dividend, right? So these are some of the most critical. Dividend is one of the smallest chapters but can give you the highest return in terms of your preparation and the questions being asked, right? Again, other chapters do remain important: auditors, your meetings, even NCLAT, right? So all chapters have their importance, but the most critical ones you can see. Even within these chapters, what are the most recurring topics is what you can understand by looking at the entire all these questions list. All these question lists we have compiled in 2 separate documents, one related to management and the other related to Companies Act, that cover all the questions that have come previously in SEBI and similar exams over 2021 to 2025. You can download these files from the description of this video and focus on a very targeted and focused preparation for these 2 subjects and ensure at least 1/3 of your marks irrespective of your background, right? So I hope this will help you and in your preparation and give you a direction. If you have any other queries, as I stated, we have doing a workshop tomorrow at 12 noon and you can register for it from the link in the description box, right? Wishing you all the best. If you have anything else, write in the comments or you can directly call us at 920-552-4028.